This is a revolutionary announcement, and I didn't do a whole lot of makeup. This is summertime, and I decided not to do a whole lot of makeup. But the announcement I have is for those who are still getting relaxers. Is relaxers are good. Um, do you? But I want for the stylist, for anyone who's performing relaxers, receiving relaxers, this news is for you. My name is Benita Blocker. I'm headquartered out of North Carolina, but I am a licensed cosmetologist in the states of California, Georgia, and North Carolina, and I will travel. I have been in the business for over a decade and I've seen a lot. I used to be relaxed. I I entered my over 40 range and decided that my path needed to change personally. And so I have what you call sister lots, which are about 4 years old. They're not quite 4 years old yet, but um, so I wanted to give you my background so that you know that I was relaxed before, and I most of my clients are also relaxed. So relaxers are still a part of my regular routine with my clientele. Now, the reason why this announcement is so important is because it started out with this liquid chalk. And I'll help connect or bridge the thought process between this liquid chalk and relaxers. So just bear with me for a minute. So some of you who have been following me already have seen me color my locks with the liquid chalk, and it's 5 minutes. You just put it on and let it dry, and it's there. So I have a video already on YouTube on this channel regarding the liquid chalk. Now, the funny thing about the liquid chalk is that the depending on the hair type, like it holds in my hair for several washes. It probably takes a good 7 deep cleansing washing just to start lifting the liquid chalk back out. But then other people, it within one wash is gone. So that's where if you apply relaxers, all that rinse water from the relaxer being at your root touch up and it rinses down, that relaxer, your hair may be grabbing. If you have longer lengths, it may be grabbing that relaxer residue. And for some of you, may have that hair that clings like mine. It just sucks up everything. And then other people may not have hair that sucks up everything. So if you have the type of hair that sucks up something like the liquid chalk, it's probably going to suck up the relaxer residue, which means that the 2 or 3 shampoos that you usually get for neutralizing may not actually be enough. You may need a lot more, and you may also need to include a color indicating shampoo or conditioner or something that is focused on changing the lather into a fuchsia color so that you know and you're alert that there's still residue in there. So for black women who want to have relaxer and long hair, this is what you need to do. So we just talked about increasing the number of shampoos. We talked about adding a color indicator, and I will talk about at least two color indicators, maybe just one, but hold on tight for that. I want to go over the third point is to literally, from the shampoo bowl, raise after you have shampooed at least twice and you think that you got all the residue out of the hair from the neutralizing shampoo. raise the client up. Go ahead and blot the hair, raise them up. We want to make sure that your neutralizing shampoo is not being diluted by your water. And you also want to make sure that's the other thing with your water. You want to figure out, a lot of times water still can be a little bit alkaline. You think it's a 7.0 pH, but when you start doing a test like a swimming pool litmus paper test, a lot of times I'm finding the water in my salon is still a little bit alkaline, so it will help to blot out the hair, then do a color indicator type of shampoo to see and lather it up and see if you're getting any pink residue. So let's talk about some options. We will go with two options. One is this 10-in-1. This is a actual conditioner by New Expressions. It is one that will give you a chance to see the fuchsia, and you could cocktail this with a conditioner if you needed to, but I usually will put something like the 10-in-1 on the around the hairline just to see, like in the nape, make sure nothing's left. And if people have a deep nape area, make sure that there's no fuchsia back there, a fuchsia color indicator color. If it is, you want to wipe it down, do some more rinsing, do some more shampooing, but I would probably put it all around the hairline just to see how much residue is still left after 2 shampoos. You might be surprised. So that means don't so you're not going to dilute the neutralizing process by blotting the hair damp and then trying to run that neutralizing shampoo or the color indicator shampoo through it again. So I just showed you a conditioner. Let's show you an actual color indicator shampoo that seems to work pretty decent as well. And I'm taking you around here. So this is the product. Is Elasta QP Stop Action. Is very affordable, as you can see, but it is very good with showing pink lather as you're lathering up on the hair. So it's designed to be a conditioning neutralizing shampoo, but I do recommend Synergy. So if you're using whatever relaxer system you're using, whatever they tell you to do it. I do recommend shampooing before conditioning. I don't, even if the manufacturer tells you to condition before shampooing, we are already talking about some hair types is grabbing that relaxer residue and is not letting it go. So there's no use in conditioning with relaxer residue. And if the rinse water will not rinse it clean, and you've done 2 shampoos and you still see pink lather, then it makes no sense to do a conditioner, a neutralizing conditioner, and then shampoo later. It's like you're conditioning with relaxer residue. It works. It probably works for certain hair types, but for certain hair types, this is the revolutionary news. If you want relaxed hair, long hair, we're going to have to start doing some things differently. So I just went over those 3 points. The last thing that I really want to show you is about the water. So I'm running some water. You may hear it. So I'm going to bend this down. So you see water, right? The water's there. I'm gonna turn it off. So the water should be pretty clear. What I'm going to do is pour the 10-in-1 I have a small bottle of this 10-in-1 Expressions, New Expressions 10-in-1. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. I'm taking the lid off. So I put a little pointy applicator on this bottle, and you see the big one in the background right there. So this is great to put around the hairline when I'm wanting to test to make sure I got all the relaxer residue. So this is not to say your stylist hadn't been doing an adequate job. This is, you do better when you know better. And I'm just letting you know, once I start seeing how our hair types absorb different things, it made me realize the relaxer could be why some people with coarser hair types are having more challenges with their length. Alright, so I'm going to show you, we're going to pour. I'm trying to record and squeeze. I did put some in there. You see it there. And hopefully it's clear that it's there. So what I'm going to do is put my finger in there. I'm going to start weighing in the bowl. Hopefully you're seeing a color change. Are you seeing that hot pink? That means that this water is alkaline. That's the 10-in-1. The 10-in-1 is telling me that my water is alkaline. That means for all of you who are buying alkaline water, you probably can filter your tap water and you still will be alkaline water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this water out, and we're going to start over with one other thing. And I'm trying to keep my locks out of my face and let this water go down. I want to keep this video under 20 minutes. Hopefully we're doing that because I don't plan to edit. I am rinsing my bowl down just a little bit so that you won't see the residue. I just stopped the water for a second. And now we're going to run some more water. As you can see, we're running the water again. It's clear. What I want to do is do the stop action. The funny thing about it, I didn't test the stop action on this water, so we are going to discover this ourselves. So the stop action, this is the 10-in-1 is a conditioner. The stop action is actually a shampoo. So I'm gonna get ready to pour. It's should pour in yellow. You see it's yellow, right? So we got some in there. Then what I'm going to do is make sure you can get the right camera angle. Yes, I'm going to wish. What is it doing? Oh, it's changing colors. You can see it's a little fainter color, right? It's not, I don't think it's as bright as the 10-in-1, but it serves its purpose. It shows that my water is alkaline, which relaxer is alkaline. We are acidic. We are trying to bring relaxer, and we're trying to bring everything down to a more acidic level, which would be a 4 or a 5, 4.5, 5.5. So if your water is alkaline and you're not diluting it by getting the water out before you do a shampoo, you are staying up there with the alkalinity, which means that if you're not rinsing the relaxer out properly, you're going to get cuticle erosion. You're going to, because that relaxer residue is probably going to get stuck in there. So I'm just, for those who want to stick with relaxers, I'm just telling you that visually we have to, as stylists, actually have the knowledge that we're working against alkaline water. We have to have the knowledge that different hair absorbs different products differently, and that 2 shampoos may not be enough for everybody, 3 shampoos may not be enough, and 7 shampoos may be enough. But also be careful, 7 shampoos still could be very drying to the hair. Just because the hair is squeaky clean does not mean that the residue is gone. So I really would highly encourage the 10-in-1, since it has is more of a conditioner than it is a shampoo. I do advise that. So this was the revolutionary news. Hopefully you've learned something. I'm going to attach it to my blog, and I'll put the steps down, the tips to have healthy, growing, relaxed hair. I have some clients that is working with. I've just learned over the years how to make the process better, That's been my focus, and you are benefiting from that knowledge. My name is Benita Blocker. Thank you for your time, and until next time, have a great day.